Hi, today I will be showing you tips and tricks on how to improve your sculpting in Cinema 4D. First of all, using modifiers. For example, if I pick the knife tool and go to the modifier tab and enable the modifiers, I can add extra functionality to the knife tool. For example, I will make it inflate and set it to 100%. Uh, you can add more things like pinch, pull, or smooth. Let's see what the result. This is with the modifier, and this is without the modifier. You can see we get something like this, which can be useful at many times. Uh, Also, you can use it with other tools like the grab tool. Enable each tool have a set of options. For example, the grab tool only have the smooth, but it can be very handy when you move the objects, especially if they are high polygons. The transition and move will be smooth and without any bad results. And uh, now to step number 2, you can use mask to create new objects from the already created object. For example, if I want to isolate this area, uh, you can use mask to draw on the mesh and select the area you want, or just click outside the object on the viewport and drag. It will automatically use the rectangle tool. You can smooth it, blur it so you can get smoother selection, but and you can sculpt on it. But I will use tools extract from mask. I will set the thickness to, let's say, 5, and steps. Just fall off preview. Okay. Now hide the original object. You can see we have a new object, but as you can see, the edges are very non non-smooth. You can use the smooth tool to smooth them, or you can extract from a lower mesh, lower resolution, because now you have a high polygon mesh to work with, and you cannot go back to the low poly mesh. But if I delete it and go back and set, for example, the level to 1, and selected my mask, for example, let's say this area I wanted, and use tools, extract from mask, set it to 5, use fall off, and okay, hide the original object. Now you can see we get an undefined object, but the benefit of using a low poly mesh for the mask is that we still have a low polygon mesh that we can work with and subdivide it if we want. Also, you can smooth it to get nicer results or anything you like. And the third tip is to use a shortcut while sculpting. For example, you can change the size of the tool by holding Shift, Ctrl, or Command if you are using Mac, and drag right and left to scale the tool you are using, or drag up and down to change the. This tool don't have pressure, but for example, if I drag Shift, Command, and drag up and down, it will change the pressure. This can be very handy and make your workflow much better and faster. Also, you can use other shortcuts like enabling asymmetry, Alt X, or to enable it in the X direction, Alt Y to enable it in the Y direction, and Alt Z to enable it in the Z direction. And if you use the same shortcut again, it will disable the symmetry. Also, you can use the sculpting tool with normal modeling, object modeling. If I make this object, for example, I can use the grab tool without adding a sculpt tag and modify the object. If you have a polygon selection or point selection or whatever, it will restrict the movement only to the selection, and you can use other sculpting tools like smooth. For example, I can smooth this object using the float. This can be very handy if we have, for example, figure mesh, put it under the connect object. And let's see, I want to smooth those polygons, but I want them to smooth exactly the same amount. You can use the brush tool set to smooth, but they won't get the same amount of smooth. But if you use the smooth in the sculpting tool with the float option, they will be smoothed exactly the same amount, and click off your mouse. Also, you can use the sculpting tool. Let's say if you modeled your character and you are happy with it, and you done the UV edit and everything, but you later wanted to change something or modify it symmetrically, but you don't want to split the object or modify it, you can use the sculpting tool with symmetry to sculpting tool with their own symmetry to modify your object without losing the UV or anything like this. Also, you can use a brush preset from here. All the default one in Cinema 4D, you can access them by click of your mouse. And if you want to reset, just click reset and it will reset to default. Keep in mind, if you use the stencils or any preset, it will disable your symmetry, so make sure to re-enable it. You can see like this. Now the symmetry is gone. Alt X to enable it again. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.